Will you still send me a Valentine? Birthday greetings, bottle of wine.
See you tomorrow. See, it's love handle. Love handle. Oh, no, ma'am.
So pretty.
They are. You know what is good, though? Those little small carrot cakes. They got a carrot on it. That's pretty
Oh,
good.
good. So many flavors.
I know. Thank you.
All right, so she let me try on this, like a little cake bite, and then these little macaron. It's like a retirement community here. They've been here for 40 years. 40 years in the making. The first tower went up 40 years ago. Really good. It's a cool retirement place. That may have been the first building. It's off of Texas Street. It's known as Trinity Terrace. It may have been the center one. That one looks a little older. That could have been the first one. Really nice people. Everyone there seems to have like big smiles on their face. They're always playing Beatles songs in the elevator. Like what is that song anyway? When I get older, losing my head, many years from now, will you still send me a Valentine? Birthday greetings, a bottle of wine. I don't know, I'm gonna guess when I get older. Oh, when I'm 64. I think that's the name. It's off of Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Heart. Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Heart Club's Band. Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Heart Club's Band. If I be out till 2:45, will you lock the door? Will you still need me? Will you still feed me when I'm 64? Still got it. That's really the only lyric I know in it. I think it has a clarinet in it. I'll have to ask Linda. All right. So, still working on the screenplay. Gonna send it out to Grim Life Collective and maybe also Danny Whitworth, the brother of Johnny Whitworth. Probably in maybe about a month or so. I'm just polishing it up, making it sound pretty. Not a whole lot of rewrites on it, but mostly just structured kind of stuff and then adding scenes. When I get old, I'll losing my head. Many years from now, will you still send me a Valentine? Birthday greetings, a bottle of wine. He actually says, technically he says, will you still be sending me? When I get old, losing my head, many years from now, will you still be sending? Yeah, it's weird. Paul McCartney was. When I get older, or John Lennon. When I get older, losing my head, many years from now, will you still be sending me a Valentine? Birthday greetings, a bottle of wine. You know, you could write a new one, throw in a silver alert in there. When I'm out on a silver alert, my hair all gray and crampy, will you pull me over and check on me and see how I'm doing? Can't believe we have silver alerts. One of my great films, or one of the films I love, is Hal Ashby's Harold and Maude. It's like such a great movie. And that lady is amazing. So her name was Ruth Gordon, and hang on a second. Yeah, Harold and Maude came out 2 years before I was born, 1971, Hal Ashby. And Ruth Gordon did not make it until she was like 70. She did background work when she was a teenager. So she was familiar with the film industry. She had stepped, on set, but no work until she was nearly geriatric. and she became very famous. She also worked with Roman Polanski and Rosemary's Baby. She was in Rosemary's Baby. She was the one that says, you know, drink the mouse. You know, she's really saying moose. She's like, be sure to drink the mouse. God, man, that's amazing. Ruth Gordon's just incredible. See Harold Amon. Anyway, it's Cat Stevens that does that. It's not the Beatles, but the Beatles does, you know, they do the song, when I get older, losing my head, many years from now, ba-da-da-dun-dun-dun, will you still be sending me a Valentine? Birthday greetings, a bottle of wine. Series Pizza, not too bad. Ba-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da-da. Second delivery, 5:57, 4 minutes, 1 mile. It's not gonna make national news, but it made my YouTube channel. If I be out to 2:45, will you lock the door? Will you still need me? Will you still feed me when I'm 64? We gotta hope a train doesn't come up here. If not, there's a side way. I had to delete 7 minutes of the secret way the other day. There just wasn't room because of the 4K. I was uploading too much 4K. So I had a 7 minute kind of thing where I showed you the back way, but it's off of a road called Kansas, which is pretty much this road right here. And why it's telling me to go that way, I don't know. But it goes into Kansas Street, I guess is what it is. And you can go around the train that way. Sorry about that. Not everything can, sometimes I use what's known as ellipses. So you just have to fill in the blanks with your imagination. That's the courtyard. All right, met him at the courtyard, got his pizza. Now we're headed back. When I get older, losing my head, many years from now, will you still be sending me a Valentine? Birthday greetings, a bottle of wine. If I be out till 2:45, will you lock the door? Will you still need me? Will you still feed me when I'm 64? Next delivery, 6:25 p.m., 8 minutes, 2.9 miles. You'll be older too. I think it's an oboe and a clarinet. When I get older, losing my head, many years from now, will you still send me a Valentine? Birthday greetings, bottle of wine. If I be out till 2:45, will you lock the door? Will you still need me? Will you still feed me when I'm 64? You'll be older too. Grandchildren on your knee, Vera, Chuck, and Dave. Coming up on my friend's theater. He's a playwright, resident playwright, Latino arts. Robert Vasquez, known as Bobby Skez, which is my nickname to him. Right? All this is really cool, all this whole sidewalk right here. He's probably written more than 50 plays. I don't know how many he's produced. He helped me produce one of my first plays. It was right there. Yep, right there. Sorry. That was Artist de la Rosa. He helped me produce one of my first plays that was written, that got a write-up in Fort Worth Star Telegram called Man 1, Man 2, but we did it at Teatro Theater back in 1998 or 99, next to this Mexican food restaurant, which is still there. One of these buildings, I think that one right there with the glass. They had a little loft upstage, or actually, sorry, the loft was, well, yeah, the loft was upstage, on the other side of the audience, of course. And that's where they worked the lights and the sound. It was such a small venue, teeny tiny, big time film acting venue. And we actually had the Fort Worth Star Telegram came in and reviewed us. Pretty amazed by that. They were very, very early stage of their Latino arts, multicultural center. Yeah, it was very early stage. And the lady was very nice that, you know, let me come in, even though I only have Apache heritage. But she let me come in, and we did a reading of Man 1, Man 2. It was Rob Vasquez, me, and Yvonne Duke. She did the reading. She did a great stage reading for it that inspired me to create a third character and redo the whole thing at UNT. The third character's name was Lady. It was the second version of it was set on a stabilization ward. The first version was set on a hill, looking over a junkyard, and these two kind of mental patients are talking about a car, inspired by the work of Sam Shepard, kind of in a way, maybe Samuel Beckett. Long time ago. I was about $1.47. In the review, he said something about Herculean precision or something like that. I don't remember. There was some mime in it and stuff like that. Back in the day. He's still doing, though. He's still writing plays. I saw something on Facebook the other day. He's working in the community, doing Latino art plays and stuff. We kind of both taught each other when we were at Pascal. And then as I went to Texas Wesleyan, I still kept in contact with him. And then when I went to UNT, Rob and I still hung out, and he would come in and help me with projects at UNT, either as an actor. Yeah, mostly he was used in scene work as an actor. Because we knew each other's work. You know, it was, we wanted to be able to tell a story even though we were doing scene work. You know, and I did use UNT actors too, University of North Texas actors, like Carrie Bourne, that was her name. She was the big actress at that time at UNT, Carrie Bourne. We all did a version, or I directed a version of Farmyard by Kreutz, German playwright, that got, my professors loved it. And then eventually I would do an all UNT version of Sam Shepard's Action. I requested to do Rob's Paloma, but it was too big of a cast. So they only wanted small cast work for our thesis work. And I was going to do Paloma, which is a play he wrote. Ended up doing Man 1, Man 2. We ended up doing that as a thesis. And then I also did Action by Sam Shepard there too. Years from now, will you still sing me Valentine? Birthday greetings, bottle of wine. If I be out till 2:45, will you lock the door? Will you still need me, and will you still feed me when I'm 64? Dun, 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 dun. We're north side right now. We shall scrim and save. Oh boy. Got a cool guitar right outside of that. That's awesome. Alright, Christmas tree going on. Okay. I guess we'll just go straight through. Letty's handmade, I'm sorry. Letty's handmade boots. If you do a Western version of When I'm 64, when I get older, losing my head, many years from now. There's a new ISIS theater right there. Will you still send me a Valentine, birthday greetings, and bottle of Schlitz? If I be out kicking boots till 2:45, will ye slide lock the door? Will you still need me? Will you still cook me T-bone steaks when I'm about 64? If I be out at the Fort Worth Stockyards, staying out with cowboys, will you still send me a Willie Nelson album, some ostrich boots, what's that place called? I can't think of it right now. It's a boot place. Cavenders. A couple of motorcycles right here. Will you still send me some ostrich boots from that boot place called Cavenders? All right, we're heading back. All right, here's Arte Della Rosa coming up. Artist Della Rosa in the Rose Theater. Artist Della Rosa in the Marine Theater. The Rose Marine. And if you say the word, I would stay with you. And if you say the word, I could stay with you. Fifth delivery, 7:06 p.m., 3 minutes, 1.2 miles.